Hiya, I'm Shelby. This is Fernway Foundations, and today we're counting down the top 10 skills admins from 5 different continents all agreed are the most helpful in administrative roles. I'm running an ongoing survey where I ask admin and ops professionals from around the world to share their real experiences working in administrative roles. I'll drop the link below if you want to add your perspective. One of the biggest questions I asked was, what skills do you find most helpful in your job? And today, we're breaking down the 10 skills they mentioned again and again and again. These are the skills that make your day smoother, your role more impactful, and your career grow so much faster. If you're already an admin or ops, or you're thinking about stepping into it, stay tuned. These are the skills that actually matter. All right, let's jump in. Number 10, calendar and inbox management. We're starting with the skill that quietly runs the entire show, calendar and inbox management. Admins around the world said this is one of the most practically useful skills they lean on every single day. Not because it's just scheduling or just responding, because when you manage calendars and inboxes well, you're actually managing priorities, energy, time boundaries, expectations, conflicts, and the flow of information for your whole team or executive. Done poorly, calendars and inboxes create so much chaos. Done well, they create clarity. If you already know this is an area you want to get stronger in, stay with me until the end. I'll share a training I'm launching that goes way deeper into this skill. It's the training I wish I had nearly 15 years ago. For now, let's go to number 9. Number 9, organization. The next skill admins said they rely on constantly is organization. And no, not cute desk organizers, as much as I love those. I'm talking about structuring chaos, making information findable, creating systems people can actually follow, and keeping projects, documents, and deadlines from falling through the cracks. Admins are the ones turning 47 moving pieces into something that looks like it was always under control. Good organization doesn't just help you, it helps everyone you support operate more smoothly. Number 8, tech literacy. Admins also repeatedly brought up tech literacy, being comfortable with tools instead of terrified of them. Because let's be honest, you're probably using Google Suite, Microsoft, a project management tool, a CRM, communication apps, maybe some finance or HR platforms, and whatever new system someone just signed up for without even asking you. The admins who feel more confident in their jobs are the ones who can pick up new tools quickly, troubleshoot when things glitch, and translate "that's so confusing" into "okay, here's how this actually works." You do not have to be an IT expert, but having a "I can figure this out" attitude with tech goes a very long way. Number 7, communication, both written and verbal. Another theme that showed up over and over again, communication. Admins said that the skills they used most day to day were writing clear, concise emails, communicating updates without the drama, talking to executives, teammates, and clients, clarifying vague requests, and sometimes saying the thing that no one else will say, but in a professional way. Admins are often the translators of the workplace. You take messy, emotional, unclear information and you turn it into direction, next steps, and clarity. Good communication doesn't just make you look polished, it makes you a stabilizing force. Number 6, confidentiality and discretion. Admins told me this is one of those quiet skills they lean on every single day. The one that no one thanks you for, but everybody depends on. You're gonna see sensitive financial information, personal details, private conversations, early drafts of decisions, and so much conflict behind closed doors. Your ability to hold on to that information with care, not gossip, not oversharing, and not weaponizing what you know is part of what makes people feel safe trusting you. And when people trust you, you get so much more responsibility, more access, and way more influence. Quick pause before we get into the top 5. If you're finding this helpful so far, hit that like button so more admins and ops folks can find this video. And if you want ongoing support, training, and real talk about this career, make sure you subscribe because we're just getting started. All right, top 5. Let's go. Admin said adaptability is one of the skills that keep them sane because your day can go from quietly working through a list to 5-alarm fire in about 30 seconds flat. A leader changes direction, a client cancels, a system shuts down, a meeting turns into 10 follow-up tasks you didn't plan for. The admins who feel most effective are the ones who can pivot without taking it personally, who can adjust on the fly, reorder priorities, and still move things forward. Adaptability doesn't mean have zero boundaries. It means being flexible and intentional at the same time. Almost every admin mentioned attention to detail as something they rely on constantly. You're the one who catches the typo in the contract, sees the wrong date on the invite, notices that a number doesn't add up, spots when someone was left off a thread, and realizes a link is broken before it's sent to 500 people. Details aren't just nice to haves. They protect your executive, your team, and the whole organization. Admins with strong attention to detail build a reputation as the person who doesn't let things slip, and that reputation follows you. The admins who feel most effective also talked about anticipating needs. Not just doing what's asked, but seeing what's coming, where things might bottleneck, what context someone will need, and the follow-up that's going to be necessary. They're preparing documents before they're requested, blocking time before the schedule explodes, and smoothing tension before it becomes a full conflict. It's not about mind reading, it's about pattern reading. And the more you pay attention, the more natural proactivity becomes. Admins also said one of their most helpful everyday skills is problem solving. You get handed half-explained tasks, unexpected issues, broken workflows, this isn't working, can you fix it moments? And instead of freezing, you ask better questions, dig for context, test solutions, and find a way forward even when you weren't given the full picture. Problem solving is a huge part of why admins become the go-to person, the one everyone knows they can rely on when things get messy. And the number one skill admins said they rely on the most: emotional intelligence. EQ is your ability to read the room, understand tone and subtext, navigate different personalities, respond calmly instead of reacting, know when to push, when to back off, and when to escalate. Admins are constantly sitting at the intersection of pressure, priorities, plus people's emotions. The admins who feel most effective use their emotional intelligence like a navigation system. They pick up on tension early, adjust their communication, and help things moving forward without adding more friction. The good news? EQ isn't something you either have or don't have. It's a skill that grows the more you pay attention and the more you practice pausing, reflecting, and choosing your response on purpose. This has been the top 10 admin skills the real admins from all over the world say they use most in their day-to-day work. If a few of those made you think, okay, that's exactly what I want to get better at, you're not alone. That's why this channel exists. And if calendar and inbox management really stood out to you, here's your next step. In January 2026, I'm launching a full in-depth training called Calendar and Inbox Management, Elevated Basics. It's designed to help you move beyond just scheduling into strategic time management, focus protection, inbox systems, decision-making frameworks, and the emotional side of managing other people's time and attention. If you want first access, early pricing, and behind-the-scenes updates, make sure you subscribe and click the link below to join my Admin Insider list. That's where I share all the good stuff first. You deserve to feel confident, trusted, and in control in your role. And I'm building trainings to help you get there. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm Shelby, and I'll see you in the next video.